Hey guys, this is All Stream That back with another episode of MLB The Show 19, Road to the Show with our second baseman. So, we have no challenges today. We are going to be playing two series. We're going to be playing 3 games against the Oakland Athletics in Oakland. And then we are going to travel to Houston and play the Astros for 3 games. So let's go ahead and get into today's games. And we're going to be doing some fielding drills with our teammate JP Crawford to up our fielding cap. Our fielding attribute is at the cap right now. This will up our cap by 5. And there we see the training results. From 69 to a 74, our relationship with JP Crawford has increased. And he wants us to not commit any errors over the next 3 games for a +2 cap bonus. Let's do it. And our former coach and advisor. Hey, remember me, your old coach from way back when? Who is this again, and how did you get this number? This is the same number I called you on to wake you up when you almost slept through the state semifinals, you knucklehead. Did you ever think back then that I would make it this far? I think I dreamed it just like you did. I always knew the game was in your DNA. How's it feel to be doing what you're doing? I'm still the same person playing the game I love. Well, you deserve it, son. Congrats on being an MLB All-Star. Wow, and don't forget us little people. Never, coach, and you're not little. Keep working hard. The best is yet to come. And here we are in our first game against the Oakland Athletics, and the stats are not coming up. Interesting. Let's go ahead and take our 2 timeouts. We are the leadoff hitter, so we should be getting something up and in.
Come on, big guy, stay hot up there.
It's a long windup, and there we go. That is a long fly ball for out number 1. And here is Dale Whiters, their leadoff, with a 1-2 count, nobody on, nobody out. There's the pitch. And I have a feeling now that we have the no errors over the next 3 games challenge, there's going to be a lot of fielding opportunities in this series. And here's our second try. We have 1 out and a runner on first, and it is still tied. So let's see what they have for us now. And that was a curveball that was inside and low. And here is the 0-1 pitch. That's ball 1. Count is 1-1. Swung at a curve and fouled. Count is 1-2. So now we start using our contact swing. Count is 2-2. Curveball misses low and outside. Here's the 2-2. And there we go. That is out number 2 on a foul ball that's been caught. That's one thing I don't like about Oakland is there's a lot of room for foul balls to be caught. It's got a large foul area. Here's the 0-0. And that's a ground out to the second baseman. And here's Manuel Margot. And that's right to us. And that's out number 1. Here's the catcher, Bruce Maxwell. We're down by 6. And that one's not ours. That goes to the pitcher. We are 0 for 3. There's 2 outs, runners on first and second in the top of the 7th. Still the same pitcher. And that is going to be caught for out number 3. Bottom of the 8th, we picked up 3 runs, so we're only down by 3 now. And that is a single. Here is Cesar de la Cruz. Runner on first, nobody out. And a double play. And it's the top of the 9th, nobody on and nobody out. We're down by 3. That was up and in. That was a little bit low. We were a little bit early on that. And we strike out. Something we hardly ever do anymore. And we lose. And we are leading off again tonight in the second game against Oakland. Okay. Let's see what they give us. We were way early. I'm thinking that was a changeup. That was a curve. That's not going to be long enough, and he almost overran that. That is out number 1. And here's our second attempt. Top of the 3rd with 1 out, nobody on, still tied at 0. And that's chopped foul. Strike 1, and that was a slider. And that was outside. We should not have swung. Count is 0-2. And a slider outside missed. Here's Derek Mays in the bottom of the 3rd. We have a 1-run lead. Okay. We could not get to that. That is a single. Here's Dale Whiters. There's now runners on first and second with nobody out. And we get the double play. And here's Renato Nunez. Bottom of the fourth, one out, nobody on. And that is a single. Here's our third attempt. Got a runner on first with one out, and we have a one-run lead. Ball one on a pitch outside. And that's a double play ball, and they get it. And here is our fourth attempt. We're now up by 2 in the top of the seventh. Nobody on and 2 outs. And that's a hit. We get that by the shortstop. And here's Andrelton Simmons. 2 outs. We're going on contact. And Simmons is thrown out. And we've won. And here's our third game against the Oakland Athletics. And we are again the leadoff hitter. Top of the first, nobody on, nobody out. And strike one on a foul. Just a little bit late. Strike two on another foul on a changeup. And we strike out on a high fastball. And we are now down by 1 in the top of the third. Runner on first and nobody out. And that's low. I don't know why they keep doing that. I call for the timeout. It should be up and in. It doesn't have to be a strike, but it should be up and in. There's strike two as we watch a two-seam. And that is a double play ball, and they turn it successfully for out numbers 1 and 2. And here is Cesar de la Cruz. Bottom of the fifth, 1 out and nobody on. They have a 1-run lead. And we need to get through this game without an error. And we have a 1-run deficit in the top of the 6th. We are the leadoff. And here's the pitch. Just a little bit early. And that is a foul with home run distance. So the count is 0-2. And that's going to be a fly ball caught by the right fielder for out number 1. And here is Bruce Maxwell. Runners on first and second with 1 out. We are down by 2. It's the bottom of the 7th. And we turn a double play. Top of the 8th. We are the leadoff. We're still down by 2. Looks like it's probably going to be a fastball. And we hit that to the second baseman for out number 1. And we've lost, but we did complete our challenge for no errors. And we are going to interact with Brad Miller from the Houston Astros. Let your opponent know that you aren't intimidated by his batting average in recent games. Miller sends you a text trash-talking you and your teammates ahead of the next game. Cool. Miller tells you he plans on getting a few tomorrow. Here's one of our coaches. You're going to need to keep improving your fielding skills to get where you want to go. We have a double performance gain for fielding, reaction, and arm accuracy. And here we are at Minute Maid Park. Let's record a hit off a fastball. So we're going to call timeout twice. We have better than a third right for the rivalry for Houston. So this should be a strike up and in. That was not a strike, but at least it was up and in. There we go. We got on. Was it a fastball? It was. Awesome. So we are on to start the game. Simmons has an 0-2 count. Of course he does. There we go. We stole a base. I figured he was probably going to strike out. And here is Mike Trout. He has 24 home runs, 6th in the American League. And he's got a 3-1 count. And they walk him. And here is Justin Upton. He's hitting .279 this year. He's got an 0-2 count. There we go. 2 outs, and here is Zach Cozart hitting .286 on the year. Let's see if he can get a hit. If he can, we're going to go all the way around. And he strikes out, leaving 2 guys on base. And here's our second chance. We have a .362 average on the year. We are 1 for 1 today. Going to call our 2 timeouts, get that guaranteed strike up and in.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
And that is going to be a fly ball out to center field. That's out number 2. And there's nobody out. Runner on first. Still scoreless. So we should be getting another pitch up and in here.
Hey, get your pitch, stay through it. Let's go, drive it.
And the shortstop grabs it. That was a good catch. And here's our fourth attempt. Let's try to power swing for a hit. We are down by 2. With 2 outs in the top of the 8th. This is our last chance in this game. Maybe. And we got a hit. And it was with the power swing, but it was not on time. Probably a little bit late. Here's Simmons with a 1-2 count. And he's thrown out for out number 3. And we've lost. And here's our second game against Houston. We are hitting in the cleanup. There's 2 outs and a runner on first in the top of the first.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
Wow. I can't believe he did that. Okay. And there's out number 3. And here is Rico Juarez. Still 0-0, a 3-2 count. Oh! Okay. Sorry about that. We made him stretch. But at least he got it. So at least he kept his foot on the bag and held on to the ball. Here is Christian Vasquez. And there's a runner on first with 2 outs. And Vasquez has an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch, and we've got it. There we go. Out number 3. Here's our second shot. So we should be getting a strike up and in, and he fooled me last time. Got that 12-6 curve right on the upper corner. And that's a foul, and it's going to drop for strike 1. That was not a strike. That's a hit. We made it. Okay. So here is Justin Upton. He's struck out in the second. He has an 0-1 count. We're going to run here. We made it. 36 stolen bases on the year. Can we try to make it 37 here? And he's out. And here is Damian Huerta. One out, runner on first in the bottom of the fourth, and it's tied. Out. Number one, we got the lead runner. That's all we got.
Let's get ready.
And we now have a 2-run lead. There is a runner on third with nobody out.
Find some green, baby. Find some green.
There's strike one. We foul off a fastball.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And we're out, but it's an RBI. And here's Woodrow Reigns for Houston. We're up by 4. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. It's a ground ball, and we've got it. Easy out. Here's our 4th attempt on the night. We're up by 3 in the top of the 8th. Nobody on, nobody out. Four seam a little bit low, and we foul it off. And aside from that, he also has a slider and a curve. And we are out. And here we go, top of the 9th with 2 outs and a runner on first. We've got a 2-run lead. We swing and miss a cutter. He's also got a curveball, circle change, and slider. We swing at a cutter outside. And here's the 0-2. He's going to throw to first.
Hey, your pitch. No one better.
There's the 0-2, and
Hey, way to drive it. Nice job.
there we go. Just a little lob right over the infield for a hit. And here is Justin Upton, runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Hey, it's your turn. Rub it in.
And he's out at first. And here is Alex Bregman to lead off the bottom of the 9th. We've got a 2-run lead. He's got an 0-2 count. There's the pitch. Easy ground ball for the first out. And we've won. And here is the 3rd game against the Houston Astros, and we are hitting cleanup. There's a runner on first and 2 outs. So this should be up and in. And that is caught by the center fielder. Here's Alex Bregman for Houston. They have 1 out and runners on first and second, and it's still tied at 0. And we got a double play. I thought he beat out that throw to first, but he didn't. And we're up by 5. 2 outs and a runner on second. We swing at a low fastball for strike 1. And that is out number 3. And we have a runner on first with nobody out and a 7-run lead.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip. Let's go.
And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly out to center for out number 1. And here is Josh Reddick. 2 outs and a runner on first. And that's a hit. So here is Lincoln Cheney.
The left fielder, number 10, Lincoln Cheney.
Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And there's out number 3. We've got runners on second and third with nobody out. And there's ball 1. Four-seam didn't quite hit that corner. Here's the 1-0. Changeup outside. Count is 2-0. And there we go. That is a RBI double. And here is Justin Upton. He has an RBI and a single today. Or a home run and a single. That's another RBI, and he is out. So they've got 2 outs to get me in, and the first one to try is going to be Zach Cozart. And he strikes out. And here is Miles Harper. He is 0 for 1 today. And he's got a 1-1 count. And the shortstop will catch that for out number 3. And we are 1 for 4 today. The bases are loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 7th with an 8-run lead. And that's not going to be long enough. That's out number 3. And we have a 9-run lead with 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the 9th. And that's out number 3. And we have 1. And at the end of this episode, we are 12.5 games back from the Seattle Mariners in the American League West. And we are 6.5 games back from Oakland and the last place in the wild card. So we are closer to a wild card spot than we are to a American League West spot. And that's going to end it for today's episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is Allstream. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.